Yeah.
So I thank the G.O.D. Hi, Mom. Yes, it's me.
Yep.
I know you see me on the TV.
Yeah.
4K, not HD. We on another level, got the pedal to the metal. Last night I talked to the devil. He told me if I keep going the way I'm going, I won't have to see him. So I said I'm okay, cause right now I'm feeling great. Cause right now I'm with my niggas.
Hey.
And right now I caught his faith. Cause I could have been anywhere, like he could have been anywhere. But we standing right here and he's standing right there. So guess what, we everywhere. Cause everybody watching is around the world. And you already know, don't leave me around your girl. Cause if I'm single, I'm ready to mingle. And I'll eat her up like if she's some Pringles. Wow, and I'm funny with it. And right now, yeah, we making money with it. This flow that I got, yeah, is honey with it. I come through, you can eat it with some honey biscuits. Yeah.
Sporting touch of hands. Round number one. There's that fast start. And that is the fastest knockout in bare knuckle fighting championship.
Hey, mama, no born in the Bronx, raised in Dade. Been in the city since Pit had braids. Bahapanti parties, plata know how to sneak me out. Now it's 7-figure meetings every day. We lead a house. It's game time, the game's mine. You know the vibe. Yo viajaba el mundo entero, reppin' 305.
Another episode of Don't Blink podcast. You know I got the kid with me.
Yes.
You're probably gonna see the beginning edit. We walked in, we threw a beat. This dude goes crazy on the beats. We're trying to put Vikina on the spot. Today our guest is Vikina.
Yes.
Thanks for making it out here today. And I know we try to put you on the spot. We'll probably get you before the end of the show to say something.
Maybe cuando me acostumbro al lugar, I just got here. I'm like,
it's impactful, right? That's the Don't Blink experience. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you come in here, it's like, bow. You don't know. That's why it's called Don't Blink. You gotta be ready.
I'm normally ready. I just came from the gym though. I like got ready in 2.5 seconds flat. My endorphins are like all over the place. But we're coming down. We're coming down to the planet.
And you're looking fly too. The outfit is crazy right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I put this shit together in like 2 seconds.
No, it's dope.
Yeah.
Right, is the pre-workout still running through your veins?
It really is. I'm like shaking a little bit. You see me?
And then she walks into us ripping it, and then it's like, holy shit.
I'm like, oh shit, I ain't gonna get a break at all.
This ain't Telemundo, girl. This Don't Blink, baby.
Yeah, no, we've been over here for an hour rapping, waiting and just preparing. Hey, man, thank you for being on the show.
Hell
Amazing to have you on.
It's a pleasure. I was waiting for my invite.
Yeah. Trust me, we got a list. Everybody out there, we love you. You guys are coming on too.
Yeah.
Hey, this show is we like to highlight our guests, and talk about where we were born to where you are today. And but a big part of this show, and I'm gonna start it off like this today, is aliens. We believe in aliens.
Oh fuck yeah!
What hell? You see what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah! I am one.
Let's go. Welcome to the community, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what I say. Yeah.
When are we taking off? When are we going? We're going back.
Soon.
Earth is ghetto. We gotta go.
I mean, we're trying to let them know that hey, like we're here and stuff like that. But it's like they don't get it. They're too distracted.
Yeah.
So we good. We Gucci.
Yeah, we definitely listen. We say the same thing. We're aliens. I feel the same way. So I'm with you. Okay, so you're born and raised in Miami.
Yeah, I'm so Miami. It fucking hurts.
Yeah. How old do you look young?
Oh my God, I turned 30 this month.
Whoa, you are young. Let's go.
But the brujeria is working because I don't look it.
That's a high little water. That's a high little water.
Exactly.
No, I'm excited. I feel, somebody was asking me, like, how do you feel turning 30? And I think as artists, we all have, like, this Justin Bieber complex that we're like, fuck, I don't want to get old. Like, And I feel, if I could put it into one word, it's entera.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel más entera que nunca. I feel mature. I feel womanly. I feel sexy. I feel strong. I feel smart. I feel wise. I feel like I have shit to talk about now, you know? Versus when I did when I was like 20, when you met me. When you met me and I was just Victoria and I just want to sing. So I feel good. I feel good at where I'm at right now. I feel like a lot of the goals that we set for ourselves and then we don't hit them and we're like, fuck, this is not the age that I thought I was going to be doing it at. But here I am and now I'm doing it and I'm living a really climactic part of my life right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
At least for me.
No, definitely probably somewhere that you saw yourself there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it actually happening? I've had one of those like surreal moments not so long ago, right? Like this whole year, actually, we've been doing like a whole bunch of cool shit and watching things manifest and building a team and just everybody working cohesively and feel like that. Like, yo, like, damn, it didn't happen before. For XY reason, but it's happening now.
It's God's plan, though.
Yeah.
It's God's plan, though, because I'm watching all of these beautiful relationships that I made throughout this cool ass decade that I've been at it. And they're all kind of like organically coming into like fruition, right? Like, how long have I known you? And here we are 10 years later.
For sure.
You know? Like weird shit, like even my connection with Pitt now and like how that came into fruition and like all of the relationships that I didn't and the bridges that I didn't burn by just being a good person.
No, straight up.
You know, and
alien.
Being an alien.
Absolutely.
For few and far to come by.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful because now I'm appreciating it. Now I get thrown on that red carpet and I know what I'm doing because I've snuck on it like 7 times already.
No, for sure. You and I both. You know what I'm saying? We've seen each other. What you doing here? Oh shit, nigga, we here just like you. Estamos colados.
Bustelo colado.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so this world definitely gives you experience. That's awesome. And so when did you start this? Like when you get into music and everything?
So I've been singing my whole life. My grandma like talks about like me literally singing like in La Cuna.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think real early on in life, I realized I wasn't maybe like the prettiest girl in school or the most popular or the richest with the coolest toys. But when I sang, everyone shut the fuck up and listened to me.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
like a high. It's a high as like a little kid, as a little girl, as like, you know, that I was like, oh, I like this, you know?
Yeah.
And I always did it. I would always do shows. I would always do like drama and dance and this and that. I call it pop star boot camp my whole fucking life, right? And I think when I was 17, I started trying to like write songs. And then when I was 20, I got my first deal. I was going to FIU, super casual, like my Westchester.
Did you grow up in
No, but
Westchester?
you was doing it.
I'm a
Yeah.
Sawasera girl
Okay,
all
dope.
day.
Let's
I'm
go.
like Candilian.
Yeah, let's go.
Candilian.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. But
Yeah.
Candilian, I never heard that.
You never
Candilian
heard it?
of Candilian. That's raw as fuck. That's the first time hearing this shit.
That's like an only in date phrase.
Pretty much. So this Candilian was going to FIU. And I got my first deal with a local label called Spanglish, right? That was Mafia. I don't know if you guys know Mafia.
For sure.
It's
Yeah.
Dominican.
He's coming on here. He's part of the list
Yeah,
of
my homie.
guests that's going. That's all coming on
So
here.
he gave me my first opportunity probably when I was like 20. And I mean, what was I going to do? Like, Mom, I can't take the midterm because I have a Telemundo interview. They want me on Despierta America. I got to go.
Yeah.
So I dropped out. And then, you know, I dropped out. I was like, I'm going to take a semester off. And then semester turned into 2 semesters. And then that turned into 2 years.
Let's say you got sucked
Yeah,
into
but
the
you were
game.
working the whole time because
Yeah.
things are
I
happening.
was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Things
I
are
was,
happening.
and just to pat myself on the back and
You
dust my
should.
shoulder
You should.
off,
Absolutely.
I went back and I finished.
Oh, okay.
Shout out.
There you go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out to the FIU Online.
Yes, sir. Shout
program.
out FIU. That's awesome.
The hell yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's
Homegrown.
up.
The Panthers, baby.
Golden Panthers. So
That's awesome.
I went back and I finished, and then I remember like when I got my first deal, I was like, damn, this music shit's easy.
Yeah.
Like who said it was hard? And then it was a big reality check when things didn't go as
planned.
As
Right.
planned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The hurry up and wait game.
And you're signed to Mr. 305 to Pitt. That's my brother. So I know if you're in the game with him, and you went through that before getting to him, he'll tell you, okay, you know, like,
Yeah.
you need to learn through that.
I think if there's anything that he respects, it's hustle.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And like that longevity, and I can't lie. Like being signed to Pitt was a dream of mine. Like,
No, for sure.
When I was signed to Mafia, I was like, how do I get in the 305 clique? Who do I gotta talk to? Who do I gotta network with? I always wanted.
And look, when those, like we said earlier, that was one of those things that years ago you didn't see it, and now you're in it. You know?
Now you in it.
I
Yep.
saw
That's
it.
dope.
I wanted
Right,
it.
right.
But
I know what
it didn't give it to me because it wasn't the right time.
You manifested it though. You were thinking about it the whole time. You wanted to do it.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
So I did that now.
That's dope.
And you in there now. Hell
I'm
yeah.
in there now.
That's dope.
You just released a record too with Pitt right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well,
quick.
how's that doing?
It's doing
amazing
great
for sure.
Well, it's crazy.
Them royalty checks coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Them royalty checks is coming
the other day I
soon.
forgot who I was with.
Them streams is going. You know, it's gonna be good.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hell yeah. Best believe that.
I got like
That
I
hard
get
work,
some like
baby.
weird phone calls sometimes now, like from some friends.
Cuz, remember me?
That. But like people, like I got a friend that she's like, I'm in Mexico City and I just drove by a bar and they were playing your song.
Boom.
And I'm like,
sick.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations on it.
Hell yeah.
So we're riding it. Like, what can I say? I think what's most important for me right now is just trying to like take it in for every moment for what it's worth, for however long it lasts. You know?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, to appreciate everything for sure.
Take full advantage of every situation, and in a good way, be smart. That's awesome.
And keep going. Don't slow down. You know what I'm saying? Don't slow down. Like, pick it back up 2 more notches, 3 more notches, because you know what I'm saying, at that momento I could, you know what I'm saying, really take advantage of it, and you work really hard. You know what I'm saying?
This industry is like that too. This industry is fast, so you got to be fast too.
Yeah, you got to be.
It's going by so fast, and like sometimes, man, I mean, like, I'll be real, like, normalize having a side hustle. Like, I have like my day job, my day gig in e-commerce. I'm working out. I'm trying to manage my friends. And like, I remember last week, out of the 7 days out of the week, like 4 days, I was doing like a video or like a photo shoot, you know? And I'm here stressed, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. Oh my God. But like, I have to sometimes remind myself, like, bitch, this is what you...
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that, because at least you're smart enough to like talk yourself back into like reality.
Talk myself off the ledge.
Yeah, it is stressful. There's a lot to do, but it could be worse. You know what I mean? You have a great, you're living a great life,
right? Oh God, I'm so blessed right now. Fuck.
And it's only gonna it's only getting bigger and better right now. It's just the beginning of a huge thing.
I hope so. From your mouth to God's ears.
No, it definitely is. You're in the right path. You're with the right people. If you work and do what you're supposed to do, which we don't see you not doing it. You're only going up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and eventually those royalty checks will come in, and I can quit my day job.
I was talking to somebody the other day, it was a friend of ours posted something on Instagram that she was in a video with Pitt, and the thing just hit 1 billion views.
Wow. Diablo.
1 billion views on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Anything he puts is
Yeah.
Boom, 1 billion views.
I know, it's not fair.
So what do you mean? You're heading that direction, girl. What you talking about?
He's put a lot of fucking
a lot of work. No, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to dance. I used to like backup dance for Pitt back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When he put out, mommy, like I was back there in Bayfront Park, doing all my crazy shit. And then that happens, and then you know what I'm saying, like what happened in your thing. He continued his path. He kept doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Well,
shifted and developed.
Now.
Yeah, everybody trying to figure it out. He figured it out and kept going with it.
Yeah, he let it rip. And
put on a suit, Mr. Worldwide.
No, for sure. He's killing it, bro.
Killing it.
V, so what you got coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the near future? What's the second half of the year looking like for you?
You know, I'm freestyling on the beat a little bit right now. Because I think we have a nice release schedule planned out. For the first time, I'm not coming out of Bolsillo Records anymore.
That's dope.
So I'm able to release music at a rate that is like cool for me. Like every few weeks, every like 4 to 6 weeks, we're releasing new songs. So that's really exciting for me, because before I was able to only able to afford like 1 or 2 singles, maybe a year. Because it's a lot.
I know that independent hustle. I do it too. You know what I'm saying?
So we have like a nice little release schedule kind of planned out for the rest of the year. You know, we have to kind of figure it out as we go along. Sometimes, like my single that I was going to release now in August 8th, it was supposed to come out. We just pushed it to the 25th. But that means we're just going to have more time to plan it and make it bigger and make it better. That song's going to be called 911. 911. Quítame las ganas.
Nice. Who's on that with you?
Start singing right now?
That one's actually by myself.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, most of the songs that I've released so far with the label have been like a featuring. The last one was like an EDM record with Robbie Rivera.
Okay.
And then, which is super cool.
Which was booming too.
Have you done some festivals? Performed at some festivals?
Not yet.
Not yet. Just waiting. Now that things are opening up, like it's opening up back up for us.
You'll be out all next year.
What a dream.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're hoping some more festivals start lining up. I think it was like a tricky time. I got signed. I got signed pretty much mid-pandemic.
Okay.
So I
which was good too.
which was great.
Yeah.
Which was great, you know, for 2020 to be the year that it was, and for
Yeah.
that to be the year that I got signed to motherfucking Pitbull. Like,
Yeah.
ain't
No, for
bad,
sure.
right?
No, for sure.
I learned how to record myself, which was like another come up for me. I never had known how to do that before.
Oh my God, me too. Yo.
I was a duck, bro. How could I have spent so many years without recording myself?
Yeah.
You always dependent on somebody else so you can record.
Yeah, and I don't know how, I can't tell you how many songs se quedaron ahí como 85% half done or whatever, and I'm like, hey man, when can we finish the song? And he's like, ay Vikina, man, I'm busy this week, I got you next week, and then it turns into 2 weeks and a month, and then I'm sick of the song, I don't like it anymore.
But you know how it goes. You've been in studios. You see that people are really busy, so you got to
Yeah.
stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, for right now, I definitely do a lot of local gigs. I have a few bands that I play with. On the 18th of August, I'm doing Bodega on South Beach.
Okay, dope, yeah.
okay.
So I
Hell
like
yeah.
to at least do like one of those once a month. I really like it there. It's like cool tourists. So you get
No,
what I'm
and she
saying?
kills it too. She kills it, bro.
It is, yeah. And Bodega's like a little iconic spot on South Beach.
Yeah.
You've been there for a while, yeah.
It's a vibe, and it's like a living room. It's not a stage. It feels like really interactive. Like sometimes I'm just dancing there with the crowd, and it's fun for me. So August 18th, you can catch me at Bodega. Other than that, I'm just really crossing my fingers that somebody waves their magic wand and puts me on a couple Pitts tour dates.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Go. Let's go to
So
tour.
if you're listening,
Listen, put it out there. You know what I mean? Put it out
we're
there.
gonna manifest that
Yeah,
real quick.
exactly.
Hell yeah. There's a perfect episode right here.
Oh, yeah. Let me ask you, as a little girl, did you sing like in school too? Did you go to school for singing?
Living in Westchester, I went to private Catholic schools.
Okay,
right?
you went to St. Brendan?
I went to St. Tim. My mom went to St. Brendan.
Okay.
I went to Archbishop Carroll,
Okay.
ABC,
Okay.
because at the time they had a really sick theater program, right? And that
So
was
you're an actress too?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, olvídate, to sing, dance, and act at the same time, like that's my dream. I always thought that I was gonna like go to Broadway.
Might be the next J-Lo.
Yeah.
Stop it. Who paid you?
Put it out there. Put it out
Who
there.
paid you?
Put it out there.
Who paid you? They call me Velo.
Okay.
So I mean, I did like musical theater and stuff my whole life. So I always thought that I would move to New York, and then I went to New York in the winter. I said, never mind.
Oh, rewind selector.
Never mind.
Especially being from Miami. Like, what the fuck?
and I thought like, you know, I'd have to probably take out a bunch of loans and like go out to college over there and like get like a BFA, which isn't like a real bachelor's. And I'm like, man, like to put myself into debt for like this risk when it's not like I live in Michigan. We live in Miami.
Yeah.
Like there's opportunities here. So
Absolutely.
my parents had done like Florida prepaid. I was a kiss ass student. I got some bright future. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to FIU, and then try to see what I can find out here. You know, I got probably my first little come up with Los Primeros. Do you remember Los Primeros?
Los
They went to
Primeros, no.
Pace.
No, I know. I mean, I know the school, but I don't know. I don't know the band. And what type of music was that?
So, you know, I would say that we were like a Latin Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
We were
Damn,
kind of
okay.
like ahead of our
you were like
time.
some woke kids. You know?
Yeah. So they were there, and they had like a viral hit in Miami, and they were doing like a lot of pep rallies and schools and quinces and stuff. And I never anticipated doing Latin music at the time. I always thought that I was gonna do like pop and English. Like you know, I learned how to sing from like Alicia Keys and Beyonce and Lady Gaga, and you know, that's what I thought I was gonna do, pop. And then when I met them, I was like in college, right? And they were like, oh, we really want you to be like a part of our band, but like they did Spanish music, and I was gringa, motherfucker. Like I will only talk to my grandma, like, abuela, arréglame este vestido.
And that's it.
Abuela, cocíname algo, you know? Like I was bien gringa, so they threw me in Telemundo interviews, and I'm like, they talk, you know, sometimes people when they talk Spanish, they talk so fast. And I'm like,
yeah, you were getting tongue twisted trying to talk and couldn't understand nothing.
Super shy, super quiet.
Yeah.
But what I did realize, and the reason why I think they like kind of like saw an opportunity to put me in the group is that we were getting a lot of exposure because there weren't a lot of females at the time.
Right.
Like I swear to God, at that time I could only tell you about Shakira and J-Lo. You know, the only other girl that was coming up at the time hustling was Nati Natasha. She was probably like the only girl that I had known of at the time that was like doing her thing. You know?
What year was this? Was that what?
I want to say like 2011,
2011?
2012. I mean, it's
okay.
Yeah, where it's been a cool decade that I've been at this. I can't front and be like, I just popped off. No,
You've been going. That's what I'm saying.
I've been going at it. So when I saw that Nati was getting her moment, I was like, fuck, man. That means I'm next, you know? But at the same time, as like a young female Latina with the pressures of family, wanting you to settle down and wanting you to do, and I myself wanting to settle down and do all those things.
Yeah, and nobody can see your dream. Like, nobody knows like where you're headed, you know? Yeah.
So I think I was pretty close, I ain't gonna lie, to be like on the verge of like just like kind of getting a grip.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I was already kind of calibrating that. That's how I fell into e-commerce, which is my side gig now.
Yeah.
I call it like a Rubik's Cube sometimes, right? Like music right now is at the top. She's cute, but sometimes she's over here. Sometimes she's over there. Sometimes she's over there.
And it depends how close the bills are too. Like,
You ain't kidding. So I was pretty much getting on the verge of kind of like, you know, just getting a grip.
Yeah, crossing over.
And I got like sent a Facebook group invite to audition for a reality singing competition.
Yeah.
On Univision. Dope. It was at the end of 2019. The executive producer was Daddy Yankee.
Okay, dope.
And the judges were Nati Natasha. And Olga Tañón. And then Jos Favelo, which is a Mexican cat. So, and I was like, wow, you know, if anybody knows and can get what I'm after, I think it'll be Nati, you know? I think or Yankee, like the fusion of sound that I am. I'm too gringa to be Latina, and I'm too Latina to be gringa, and I'm somewhere in this.
You're like the female Pit right there.
Straight up. I resonate so hard with him. So I auditioned, and I was there in the waiting room, and all of a sudden Nati Natasha comes in, and she's like, I need to know if there's a girl in here that sings música urbana.
Maybe yeah,
over here.
So and that was really like I said, like really cyclical for me because when I started, she was one of the only girls in the game
right.
that I knew was
full circle right
really
there.
Full circle in like really weird ways.
Dope.
So she picked me up out of the crowd, took me on stage. I killed it.
Yeah, she killed it. Yeah, she did.
and I made it all the way to the finals.
Yep.
I made it all the way to the finals. I made it all the way to the very last episode. I got to perform with Setch on stage.
That's awesome.
And
you got some big names looking at your talent.
No, and the whole world, bro. She was killing it.
You guys, I have a video of Daddy Yankee telling me I'm dope.
Yeah.
It's on the internet for the rest of my life.
Damn, that's almost equivalent as us telling you that you're dope. You don't blink. You're fucking amazing. You heard? You're fucking amazing.
We don't just give out the dope passes.
Nah, we don't give no dope passes like that. You got to be dope to be dope.
Because of that, that's why where I'm at now. That's why I think Pitt. I got the opportunity with Pitt.
Right.
And
how did that come about? Who was that through?
Lorena.
Oh, Lorena?
Yeah.
Lorena's my
Shout out
dog.
to Lorena.
Lorena's family. That's family.
Lorena's forever and always gonna get the credit, right?
Let's go.
So okay, this is super funny, right? So me being, you know, like hungry to like get in the clique. I've always wanted to represent 305. Would be that day. Like that's what I wanted.
Right.
So I saw like a group picture of a bunch of people, and I see this beautiful chick with long black hair in the picture, and I'm like, who's this girl? So I follow her. And I'm
investigation.
Like, oh my gosh.
You jumped into investigation mode.
You
seen that? FBI.
The IG security.
Full ass FBI mode.
And she's alien, so this is like some extraterrestrial investigation tools right here.
I'm like, who's this chick and why is she so bad and why is she in the clique? And I'm like, whatever. So all of a sudden she DMs me and she's like, hi, I work for an entertainment agency and we're looking for singers. Like, would you like to make money singing at weddings and corporate events? And she's really one of the first people to ever give me like a job singing. Yeah. You know, like so because of her, I've been able to like make a living off of performing. And I always knew she had the connect. But how tacky would it be for
Yeah,
me?
you ain't gonna pull that card. You ain't gonna pull that card.
No, and the right thing to do is probably how you played it. Just let
Work
it come
for
around
it.
to you.
Yeah,
you know?
work for it. Work for it.
So-
Kill
They'll
it.
see your talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's not my style too. I'm very prideful. I don't know if it comes from the Virgo in me. Like I don't know. I don't like asking for help. You
Yeah.
know, and then that's something that it's it's a blessing and a curse in its ways. So I never wanted to pull that card, but when I got off the show, I had a meeting with the executive, like the vice president of like Univision, and I was like, all right, I quit my job and I came here for 4 months. What the fuck now? What's next?
Yeah, hell
you know?
yeah.
And they're like, oh, we'll put out some feelers for you. We'll talk to Rich Music. And I was like, wrong. Rich Music would have signed me a long time ago. They know who I am. Who else? And they're like, Mr. 305 Inc. We've talked to them. And I was like, light bulb. and I swallowed my pride.
Yeah, now is the right time to approach her, though. Is that? Oh shit.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
That's the right time to approach her. Yeah.
And I said, Lorena, get me the meeting.
Yeah.
And that was like right before the pandemic hit, and they had just bought a studio, so they were like, look, you're welcome to come use the studio whenever you're welcome to use it like your family, but again, I didn't know how to record myself.
Right.
So I was like, cool. I don't fucking know what to do with it.
What button do I hit here? There's like 1,000 buttons on this. And knobs. Which one do I hit here, guys?
She's an alien. She's looking at it like the board.
Yeah,
I'm trying to YouTube this shit.
but motherfucking now I know how to run the spaceship.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a real spaceship. That's some real shit. That's a spaceship right there.
Now I'm commanding. I'm at the command center. Like,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
can you give me more reverb?
Yeah, hell yeah. You check the shit yourself. Ooh.
Now she's just showing off.
So I had no other choice because then the pandemic hit and nobody wanted to have sessions with me.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna do? Lose the opportunity? No, I fucking learned.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
And I would show up to the studio on my own. Nobody had to ask me. Nobody had to schedule time for me.
Yeah.
I would just show up and they'd be like, "What the? Vikina's here."
Yeah, hell yeah, she's in now. Okay.
She's here, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it was probably about 8 months of that before they gave me my deal. So
Dope.
it wasn't like they just handed to me either. They
awesome.
they definitely made me work for it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good.
Which makes it even feel even
Yeah.
better. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
you
It
learn,
makes it
you
that much
grew,
better.
you look how you developed that strategy to record yourself. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're happy. I'm really excited now where we're at and how things have worked out in my favor.
That's awesome.
So I'm just blessed.
And what is it that's happening August 18th?
I'm performing at Bodega.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I perform
Bodega.
with
That's
right,
I've
that's
performed there with a band called.
At what time? What time?
It's normally like a 1 hour set. It's like from either 8 to 9 or 9 to 10. I think it's 8 to 9 probably.
8 to 9. You
8
heard?
to 9.
We about to pull
come
up the
early,
whole
get a
blink.
little happy hour, get a taco after.
Oh, they got tacos there?
Oh, they got the
Oh,
best
it's
tacos.
fire.
Mike
Well,
loves tacos.
That's the thing with Bodega. You walk outside and it looks like a taco stand. Like it just looks like a taco
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And then you walk into the bathroom and through a nasty looking porta potty, and then you're in a club.
Yeah.
And then it's like, pow!
Yeah. It has this secret back room that's like a
Damn,
club.
I need to go get that bodega experience.
And the front is kind of small. And there's a long ass line to get tacos, bro. There's always a ton of people. It's
Yeah.
fire.
Damn.
It's fire. What about music wise with what you got going on with Pitt? When's the music coming out?
So there's a song that we released together that it was just like a single, and then we have another song that I remember once we were hanging out. I don't know, but he likes to play all of his music.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
he likes to just play the songs that he's been working on, the songs that he
Yeah.
likes. And I remember hearing this song, and I'm like, God damn, I wish I was me. You know, I wish there was a vocalist. There's a vocalist on the song, and I'm like, God damn, I wish it was me. It should be me. And then
All you gotta do is spit.
yeah. Well, again, that's me though. I don't like to ask. I don't like to ask. I'm such a bruta like that. So I was just like, damn, I really want to be on that song. I wish that was me, but I just kind of let it chill. And they were trying to get the clearance, but the clearance got denied because the people that own the rights to the sample
To
of the
that part,
song,
yeah.
that part, they didn't like the vocalist. So they asked me to recut it.
Ah, they asked you, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Por estar de vaina, ¿viste? ¿Viste cómo dio vuelta la vaina?
So they asked me to recut it. So and then it got approved.
Boom.
So what I'm hoping is that one ends up on Pitt's album. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, hell
because
yeah.
it's a really, really cool, just high energy song like what he does.
Let's go, man. It becomes a hit single. You're touring the world with Pig coming out. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
But my next single,
Private jets.
Yeah, stop. I went on a private jet to Washington.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she was
With-
over there. She's been real active with.
With the Cuba.
with
Are
the-
you
oh, yeah,
Cuban?
we've been too.
Yeah, I'm half Cuban though.
You're half Cuban.
I'm
Okay.
half Cuban, so that's why I say I don't like rum.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm only half Cuban, so that's my excuse.
She likes tequila and all
I
that.
do like tequila and whiskey. I'm a terrible Cuban in that sense, but I love croquetas enough to compensate.
Nice.
Oh,
nice,
croquetas
nice,
is
nice.
very, very, very.
What's your other half?
Ecuadorian.
Okay. Or is your Latin?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I
I
say.
love
I'm like
Ecuador.
a super Miami mix. Like
Yeah.
that's a mix you only find here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a mix
For
you're
sure.
only gonna find here.
Did your parents find each other in Miami?
Yeah,
There it
of
is.
Of course, we're an Ecuadorian and a Cuban gonna meet in Miami.
And bodega, they're gonna chill in
awesome.
bodega in the back after they walk through the porta potty nasty, and then they get to the back of the club, and it's like,
Yeah, but I'm definitely feeling like a little bit more Cuban by association,
Nice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
if anybody asks, I'm Miami.
like on Instagram, she almost came out like with her own language almost.
Oh yeah.
Like she got her own Bitcoin called some shit. What was the name of it?
Oh no, you're talking about perra coin.
Look, you got perra coin.
Okay, okay.
You guys don't accept perra coin here?
You see? Nah.
No,
man.
huh?
It's possible. I'm not sure. I don't run
You
the
guys-
register.
Man, that's a good answer. I was already saying, nah.
Yeah. You
I'll
know-
get the money guy over here though. Let us
You
know about this
know,
perra coin.
we are. I got invited to perform at like a crypto event not
Okay,
too long
dope.
ago,
Here in
right?
Miami?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
Bean in them.
Oh,
And
okay.
sorry, the one
Oh,
that I
yeah,
did, she
my people.
performed it. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I did a crypto event, and I was talking to these guys, and I remember I was talking to the guy that owns Safe Moon, right? And I was probably so rude and so ignorant because I'm laughing at him like, oh, what? So you could just make a cryptocurrency and call it Safe Moon? I'm gonna make one and call it Perra Coin.
You're like an all Miami mode. Okay, defensive on Miami mode.
It started as a joke, but because I was like posting so much about it, I'm like, yo, Perra Coin is at 69 cents today, y'all. Yo, Perra Coin is up. Evie Queen just launched a new song.
Yeah. She was egging it on.
So I've actually developed a coin.
Yo,
outta here.
yeah, is that
Oh, yo,
zero point
hey,
zero zero
listen,
zero
you guys
zero
go online right now. Go get you some perra coins, boy. After Don't Blink
Get it?
releases, might hit the. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Might
the
go
Don't Blink
crazy.
podcast, but Perra Coin's gonna go up. So you never know. Eventually,
Yeah.
when I'm the international currency for strippers, you just thank me
That's
later.
Yeah,
awesome.
hell
You're
yeah.
gonna slide a perra coin up somebody's G string.
Hey, Jaden, Jen,
No,
make sure you
but
go get those
think
right
about
now.
it. Think about it. What, like, I mean, you've been to a strip club before, have you?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Maybe
What
right.
what makes it a
So
okay,
some of
no,
these
sure.
girls,
What's the strip club?
all of them.
Got it.
So these girls put on tremendo fucking performance.
Boom.
Tremendo.
Whirl around.
gymnastic
Some of them.
routine,
Some of them.
Some of them.
There's some that be lazy
And
too.
then que
you
pena, they're on the
strippers.
floor picking up these dollar bills on nasty.
Yeah.
Que vergüenza. After like tremendo performance, imagine, run with me here, right?
Boom, I'm running.
They have like, you know, like when you're on live, like an IG or like an Instagram live,
Yeah.
and the corazoncitos are coming up.
Right.
in
Boom, you got
front.
the live
That's
chat,
what-
the
hit you
live
with
chat
that
thing.
perra coin
Imagine
right
you're
there.
at the strip club and you got like an iPad and you be sending perra coins on the thing, and they start going up.
Ba, 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 ba. Damn,
That's the
that's a
future.
good idea.
So do people see that how much perra coins you're throwing? Can you see that? Is that?
Oh, you see, yeah, you know,
'cause-
Damn, because
Yeah.
because you know the strip club is a show.
on the floor.
And Fulano wants to make send more perra coins than the other guy, and
Yeah.
everybody's,
Yeah.
oh, you send 15,000
Well,
perra
No,
coins?
you got
Okay.
like your own TV screen. So
Okay,
he's
you
like,
can put your
like,
table
"Dog, this
number."
guy's going nuts.
That's going nuts.
Table number, table 15 is going mad, perra coins.
Yeah.
So you see all the
Yeah,
15s.
they're going to trick us though. They're going to
Yeah.
have like 3 perras on us, right? And they're going to be pressing the shit. We're going to
Yeah.
be like, what? No, stop
No,
pressing.
they're gonna do
that's how they're going
like
to cheat.
in Miami. You know what Miami's gonna do? They're gonna go to the club, spend all their perra coin, and they hit a chargeback. So hit a chargeback. That wasn't me. They stole my wallet.
Oh, shit. Those were.
I know those bottles of Ace.
Sorry, perra coin is final sale. There's
Oh, there's no get back. There's no get back.
There's
awesome.
no good.
Oh, that's right. Because if you do lose like your number or some shit like that, right? Like that
You
shit
lose all your
disappears.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, you're gonna hit a lick with them perra coins.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hopefully you do. That's awesome.
So yeah, we're working on it. I think it's just a bandwidth issue for me right now. I want to do so many things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
so many
Don't spread
hours
yourself
in the
too
day.
thin. Don't spread. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
it. Do keep the
But,
important
hey.
one. Do a couple, but the important ones.
Yeah.
So tell all your perras there, hey, keep hope, okay? It's coming.
Say,
She's
hold
gonna
on.
she's gonna
Hodl. You gotta hodl.
you're gonna hodl.
You're gonna
Don Perra
hodl.
coins is coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't blink.
Wait, let me ask you. What's was Reina de la Canción? Is that a show you want?
That was
That's the show. That's the show that
Oh,
she
that
did
was the
with.
show
Yeah, that's the
with-
show with Daddy Yankee.
Oh,
You know that
show
she was
with Daddy
killing.
Yankee.
Are they still doing it?
So the year after was the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
didn't do
They
anything.
cut it short.
And then this year they haven't done it. So, but I think the reason why the conversation happened is that they were talking about having Pitt as the executive producer for next season.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Like to be like what Daddy Yankee was.
Yeah.
So that's how kind of like the conversation started and this and that. But I hope that they do it. It was really cool for me to be around like females that get what I'm going through, you know, because they were
of
all
course.
from the US. They were all like, you know, jovencitas, and like just coming up and trying to find their place
Yeah,
in this
striving.
in this world. So it was, I think it's, you know, I'm often like the only girl in the room. So it was really nice to be with like other chicks.
Right.
And there was obviously like weird competitive tension and
Of
stuff.
course.
Because
Yeah.
it's a competition.
Right.
But for the most part, we all really got along and we're like still all friends.
That's dope.
Oh, that's dope. Hell
Some
yeah.
of us.
I can see you as like a future judge, like helping girls out too. You know,
Yeah.
going back there
Hell
talking
yeah.
to girls and
You
easing
know,
their mind and be like, "Yo,
that's-
I was in your position one time." You know what I mean?
That would be my dream.
That'd be dope. That'd be
Hell
dope.
yeah.
That would be my
Hey,
dream.
listen.
Right now I've got
Full circle.
I've got these two managers. Shout out to the Chuchis.
Chuchi.
The
Yo,
Chuchis.
Chuchi.
Chuchis. The Chuchis are
The two chooch.
the two Chuchs. They actually, I can't believe I'm not wearing it. They made me a Miss 305 necklaces. Was the
Wow,
cutest.
are you
sorry,
serious?
Chuch.
The cutest
Sorry,
thing.
Chuchis.
No, the thing is that I
They
don't want to
played
wear
you.
it. I don't want to wear it all the time because I'm like, you know,
Don't play
Chuchi.
it out.
I don't want to play it out. But tonight I should have worn it.
Yeah, it was your time to rep right
Look,
now.
it's
This
my
is
time
the
to rep.
official
But
305
listen,
number one podcast.
Listen, she came from the gym.
Oh,
You know,
that's right,
I
that's
see.
right. She don't
I
carry
came
those chuchis.
I came encendida, you
Yeah.
guys.
She literally came in her pajamas almost.
Yeah.
Pre-workout was running through her veins.
Just a little bit. But the Chuchis and are like a girl power squad right now.
Oh, dope.
They're-
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's two girls that help you manage your career?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dope. Hell yeah.
And they do production too. They produced the new video that I have
Nice.
that I rented a poodle for. You guys are gonna die. It's
What?
great. It's gonna be like the beginning of like Perra Coin and like the branding for that.
Dope.
You heard that?
So-
all my perras.
All my
Stay
perras.
tuned.
Perra, but like make it fina. You
Okay,
know.
perra fina.
Perra fina.
All
Vikina.
right.
Listen.
Ooh,
Vikina.
bars.
Hey.
Bars, sneaking in some bars. Why don't we sneaking in jabs in the middle of
Throw on the beat.
Yeah. You know, if you're gonna be a perra, make it fina.
Make it fina.
Make it
Okay.
fina.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really thankful. They've been helping me, and I've just kind of been on this like, girl power vibe. And if there's any way that I could repay that in the future and like just inspire other girls and stuff to do
Listen.
what I'm doing,
You definitely have the opportunity to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From here on out, doors are only opening for you. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is one thing we stress is being consistent.
Yeah.
If you're consistently
Yeah.
doing something, and working towards something, you're definitely gonna get it.
Yeah.
And off the top of my head right now, for real, like just the whole perra movement, like you could flip the narrative of that. Like
Yeah.
people think, like how you just added fina to it.
Yeah.
You can flip the narrative. People think perra is like bad, this, that. You can flip the narrative on some like,
No.
nah, like you could be sexy, you could be successful,
Yeah.
you could be the, you know what I'm saying? You
Why
could be the vibe.
you can be la inversionista.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can perras today,
Talk that shit,
investors,
talk that
investors
shit.
tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Like if I could learn about crypto,
Uh-huh.
if a fucking perra can do it, you can do it.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go.
I've been learning. I didn't know shit about that stuff. I didn't know anything about crypto or none of that. But now I'm knowledgeable. Now I'm like,
Yeah, it's like with
now
anything
I-
else. Give it some time. Give it some.
Yeah, like you didn't know how to cook an egg. You learn how to cook an egg, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
Gucci.
next we start the purple party of perreo.
Okay.
Boom. So was that like a knowledgeable readout? Like you guys read books to kids there?
No.
No, I thought we just changed the narrative. Now you went back to perreo.
No, the purple party of perreo is just like on some like political shit. Like I can't. Like everybody's so polarized right now and so left and so right. Like why? Like red or blue? Like why can't we be purple?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're starting. Is that okay?
All right.
Starting the purple movement.
Purple
Why
movement.
can't we be purple?
You know, actually, purple is the color of royalty.
But
So,
wait, because you were talking earlier. You said you took a private jet to Washington. You went over there for the Cuba thing.
Yeah, of
So
course.
you were part of the protest.
Yes. So one of the artists that's on our label is Lanier.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
So he's like a Cuban Alejandro Sanz, right? He's got like this rasp, but he does salsa, and he's been helping me out a lot. He's been really taking me under his wing. Chino too.
Yeah,
like,
family.
yeah.
he was here. We were just talking about the whole
He's
project
awesome.
and stuff.
He's awesome. So the whole label, I'm really thankful. They've really taken me in, you know. And he hits me. I get a call from Lanier the other day, and he's like, "Oye, Vikina, ¿qué haces el viernes?" And I'm like, "Ay, nada, I don't know why." And he's like, "No, tenemos una fiesta privada en Washington." And me, being the Miami girl that I am, I thought, like, Washington Avenue.
Go to South Beach.
I thought it was like on South Beach. And
Taking the plane to South Beach.
And his wife calls me and she's like, "Oye, Vikina, what time do you get off work? Because the plane is leaving at 12. And I'm like, "Wait, where are we going?" She's like, "We're going to Washington." So I was on a private jet with all of Cuban music's like biggest artists, like El Micha.
That's the homie.
Yeah. El Único, Chacal. Lanier, like Erika was there on the flight with us on the way back, and it was an honor, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It was a privilege. I will say I felt a little bit out of place at times, you know, because
they're from Cuba.
they're Cuban as fuck, and they're like, "Have you ever even been to Cuba?" I'm like, "No, my grandma. My grandma wouldn't
And you're
like
going to
it."
Washington for a protest, man.
You know,
you went from like not being Cuban to being the most Cuban you could be.
Bro, no, I swear to
Real
God,
quick.
I swear to God, my anxiety was going crazy because I'm thinking like if this plane goes down, like am I the Cuban Aaliyah?
What? Oh my God! Ay, Dios mío.
I was like freaking out.
You guys performed in Washington?
No, we literally just protested.
Oh, just for the protest.
We literally
Okay,
just
cool.
protested. I thought that we were gonna perform. I think it was like a little bit of like nobody really knew what was going on.
We didn't even know the vibe till you got
We
there.
didn't know. But it was something really profound, I will say, about being in front of the White House and in D.C. for the first time in my life and exercising the right that my grandmother left Cuba for me to have.
Right.
It was something like really profound about that. And I, as much as they were picking on me for being la gringa, I don't care.
Yeah,
Nah,
you know?
he was
I
out there,
can
no,
tell
for
by
sure.
you talking, it brought you back to your roots. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I for me, I think it was really important. I don't think the Cuban community has any problem knowing what's going on in Cuba, right? The people that need to know what's going on in Cuba are the people outside of the Cuban
Yeah,
community.
the rest of the world.
So if I can add any little tidbit to that, I will. And I'm being much more vocal on my social media than I ever was before. You know, I think with cancel culture and with things, it's been really hard to give your opinion. But I've been super vocal about Cuba because I think if there's anything that we can stand for here, it's fucking libertad, you know,
Yeah,
and
for
freedom and freedom. So I've been really vocal about that, even though I get shadow banned every once in a while.
Shouts out to my boy Juli. He was part of the first people that went over there with the boats that stayed out there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
12 miles out with the fireworks and all
Wow.
that stuff. So that was kind of cool too. I was on Instagram because they went blank right quick for like a few hours because once you're in there in the middle of the ocean, you don't got no service, no nothing.
Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I was just on social media trying to the hashtags and shit to see if anybody had posted anything. Then I found one. I was like, oh shit! Like that's the proof. Like they was actually
Yeah.
doing it. Like it really
That shit
happened.
made
And it
me
was really
cry.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it was.
wild.
My shit made me cry.
Hell yeah. But all
I
right,
think
we
we're
talk.
so lucky. We're so lucky to be here.
Oh no, most definitely,
So
most
lucky.
definitely. To go to exactly what you said in the beginning of the podcast of being able to be in a position where you are able to embrace every single thing that happens.
Yeah.
You know, situations like this that brings things out and gets that like hits us in a certain special way is what helps us, you know what I'm saying, really enjoy
Yeah.
the process. And for real, to see you from the beginning and to even have a podcast, to even have you on, like that's even crazy how that even aligned, you know what I'm saying? Because throughout your whole career I've seen you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's been really awesome. Like I was even telling Yuli before the thing, I was like, yo, her transition from like exactly what you said, the little girl that ain't nobody nothing, to that devil, like girl, woo, she went from the little bottoms to the thong out in the beach. I was like, oh damn, look at Vikina, okay. Live on, baby.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, and that's how it is in the industry. And then, women, you know, where people they don't, you know, they see. You were saying this earlier too. Everybody thinks it's an overnight success, but you've been working 15 years for this overnight
10
success.
years,
you know
10 years, all that shit. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to have you right here, right now, man.
No,
It's
thank
dope.
you. Thank you for having me.
And I've had a few episodes like that. Like the SoFly one was real touching to me because they've seen me grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even Laz, when he was up here, Laz was like, you know, it's crazy that I'm sitting here and I used to do the interview. Now I'm getting interviewed by you two.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's
That's
dope.
so cool.
Shouts out to the Don't Blink podcast.
No,
man.
no. Shout out to the Don't Blink podcast. No, you guys are doing a great thing for our culture and for the legacy of Miami. I mean, we really are responsible for the culture that we leave behind. So I think I commend you guys for taking the time because I know this takes time.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Time, money,
you know, we're blessed enough that they say if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. I love what I do from you know, from the fighting to the podcasting with him. It's a great time. We meet great people. You know, this will be our like 33rd show that we've done.
Wow.
33 in a row.
So give this long to have me, I'm offended.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what?
I guess
we're perfecting it. We're perfecting it. You know what I mean?
Because what happens is that like right now we're like in a really we've grown. You know what I'm saying? We've grown, and to even have you now better than if it would have had you earlier because the eyes that we got now. But even just to talk about like the moment, right? Like this is amazing to be able to even be in this position to be on some vibes like this.
I feel, you know, and you guys know how I am. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, and I feel like everything happens at the right moment because people ask me, I'm 40 years old. People are like, yo, don't you wish you would have, you know, been doing this in a fight career 10 years ago? I go, bro, me 10 years ago would have fucked this all up. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect timing, you know what I mean?
Probably you would have been like caught up in the party scene.
Yeah, and it's like you said earlier, you had to go through things to experience and learn, and now you know, when you get here, you know how to vibe.
You know how to vibe, you know how to make the right decisions, and you enjoy every moment of it.
And enjoy it.
Damn. All right, man. This has been an amazing episode, bro.
So August 18, catch Vikina at Bodega. Get a couple tacos and go to the back and slide and hear her. You'll hear her angelic voice in front of the front while ordering.
Hell yeah.
It's angelic, but we'll be doing some perreo too.
La perra no se queda atrás.
Oye, perreo pero fina.
Pero fina siempre.
Oye, it's been amazing having you on, man.
Yes.
Congratulations to everything you got going. You know, you have an amazing future ahead of you. You're working with great people. I know them personally. They're my family. So I'm telling you, you have a bright future ahead of you, man. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. You know, me and the kid. Vikina today, amazing episode. Don't motherfucking blink.
Yeah, hold on. Switch it and reverse it.
Hey, the Romero Brothers Lumber Services, anything you need in your warehouse, man, from, you know, organizing to forklift operators to just somebody helping you run your business when it comes to warehouses. Romero Brothers Lumber Service.
You know, Richard hit me up the other day. He was like, yo, I love it when Yuli's talking and you're doing the shoving and the boxes.
I don't know why. I'm like really in a warehouse right now. And,
what are you doing? What are you building?
Because that's what it's doing. That's what they do. Pack it, move it, shove it.
And Aracivia Bail Bonds, man. If you get locked up, TGK's up the street. We got a phone call, Javi. Tell him the monster sent you. Get you out of jail ASAP. Vikina, thank you again for being here.
Hell yeah.
Don't blink. Too nice.
Bow.
Monster.
Bow.
911.
Perra.
You know, I'm gonna let y'all slide today. I won't swim.
All right, cool.
Oh shit! I think me and Too Nice got something great going on. We got some great guests coming up. It's gonna be dope. We got some dope people that already signed up to do it with us, which is great. A lot of people show us love, and it's because we love them back for sure.